So, any bright ideas of how to narrow down who's the element of laughter?
Well, considering how many comedic reviewers are in the fandom, I would say, if I had to put my money on it, either Silver Quill or maybe Jasper Pie.
Well, considering that Surfer Dude now has 4 of the 6 elements of harmony, we should try to oversee as many of them as humanly possible. What do you think, gent? Would it be too cliché if I had Super Saiyan hair? Are you seriously still thinking about super forms? What the hell was that?
Did somebody order 2 Saiyan pods?
Hey, what's happening? Look who's back! Woo, woo! Nappa? And Prince Vegeta. Okay, straight to the point. Me and Cheats are going to Disneyland, and we just happen to have a few extra tickets. Who wants to come? I am both happy and terrified at that statement. I'm more surprised that Vegeta even wanted to go to Disneyland. Or do you? It's not that I wanted to go. It's just that I just needed some time away from my wife. Ever since that Kick Broly thing, she's been on edge, and I just need some space. Unfortunately, I think we're all going to have to decline. Say what? What you talking about?
We are currently having our own issue with a small-time supervillain. He's been antagonizing us for so many weeks now, and he just keeps getting more and more powerful.
Oh, really? Yeah, he's super strong. Even Satan got his butt whooped by him. Really now?
And we are just so weak compared to Saiyans. If only you would stick around to help us out.
You know, the funny thing is, I know you're playing me, and it's working. Alright, we're gonna murder somebody, and then Disneyland, just like Zeldan 4. Are you sure that Prince Vegeta has a chance against a near-complete Infinity Harmony Gauntlet? The Element Gauntlet isn't complete yet, so maybe Super Saiyan Blue can take it out. But whether or not, I think it's the safest bet right now.
If you insist, sir.
And this is Between Dark and Dawn. The episode begins in a state of crisis, where a wild Torterra has appeared and they're out of Pokeballs. But don't worry, this is a crisis that is a cakewalk to Twilight in the main 6 at this point, and they managed to defeat it rather quickly and effortlessly. So the day is saved, right?
Well, not entirely, as the princesses show up, and they start doing battle with the wild Torterra, and leaving the main 6 wondering, what the heck are they doing here? And Rainbow Dash does a good call out, calling them out for, of all the time they needed their help, now's the time they actually show up? Well, it looks like the princesses are still pumped up, and they're ready to do battle with all of Equestria's problems, whether the main 6 agree with it or not.
So the princesses are being more proactive in solving Equestria's problems. I can get behind that.
Do you think we should ask them to help solve our problems with Surfer Dude?
I know that seems the logical solution, but we shouldn't bother main cast members in order to solve our problems. So the princesses begin fixing all of Equestria's problems. And I mean all of them. From a small breaking of the bridge, to helping out lost campers, and to helping feed Equestria because Mrs. Cake forgot to do an order. I mean, seriously, at this point it's starting to get ridiculous. They broke through a wall. Who's gonna pay for that? Certainly not them. I mean, how bad do you have to mess up to get Pinkie Pie to make that face at you? That is just shame.
So, Twilight and the main 6 meet back up at Twilight's castle trying to figure out why the princesses are doing what they're doing. Twilight is twilighting over the whole issue, but who should show up but the princesses, who are more than ready to kick ass, whether they're needed to or not. So Twilight takes the proactive approach and simply asks, why are they doing this? What's the purpose? Shouldn't they be doing more princessy things? But then they explain that they're tired of doing princessy things. They want to have a vacation. They just simply want to cut loose. So Pinkie Pie makes the ingenious idea of making a bucket list, writing down everything they want to do and simply do it. At first, they're really into this idea, but then they realize they can't. The only times they're really allowed out of the castle is during times of crisis. But Twilight reassures them that she has everything covered. Go take your vacation.
Not wanting to kick the gift horse in the mouth,
both of them immediately head back to Canterlot in order to plan for this vacation. Both of them are super excited, as they both believe it's going to be the best vacation they've ever had. Of course, that's not saying much, since both of them seem to have a very different idea about what they want out of their vacation. Luna just simply wants a relaxing trip where she can take it easy after visiting so many extreme dreams every night, while Celestia wants things loud and finally get to enjoy herself in a thrill from being day-to-day politics. But the two of them decide to compromise and do whatever the other wants to do by taking turns. Yeah, this is probably going to blow up in their face, but let's see how it happens.
What do you mean you haven't found them yet?
Well, Silverquill is still currently homeless, and we don't know where he is. As for Jasper Pie, he kinda got his shops destroyed by the gens in episode 1.
So, go to his house.
For all we know, we think he just lived in that pizza place.
Ugh, utter incompetence.
We could always try Thespio.
Oh, please. While Thespio's good for a chuckle now and again, he doesn't hold a candles to Silverquill or Jasper Pie, the princes of comedy.
Oh, so it's a prince you're looking for? Well, you're in luck, 'cause I am here. Vegeta, Prince of all Saiyans.
Aha. Well, just so you know, in my group of friends, I'm the queen. Kneel, bitch.
Are you seriously picking a fight with a Dragon Ball Z cast member?
Oh, come on, I have a near-complete element gauntlet, and it's just Vegeta. How hard can he be?
Let me tell ya, he can be super hard. Like super duper hard. He may not be that long, but god damn is that hard.
I'm not sure whether to laugh or get turned on by that statement.
Just ignore him and show me what you've got.
Try to impress the Prince of all Saiyans!
Well, if you insist.
Hot damn, is that a giant monkey?
Oh, for the love of God, just fight me. So Celestia and Luna are about to head off on their vacation, but not before they entrust Twilight with all of their responsibilities. And I do mean all of them, including raising the sun and the moon every day. So, with no regrets and no responsibilities, the sisters are off. But Twilight, on the other hand, is the complete opposite, as she's wondering what the hell their job is supposed to entail. And apparently one of their special duties is coordinating a weird swan festival. But Twilight isn't worried because she's got her friends to back her up if she gets into a corner. So Celestia and Luna are just talking about just how much they're going to enjoy this vacation, even though it's already made clear that things are going to fall apart later on. And it's subtle hints throughout the beginning that you can tell it's going to fall apart. But it's not about the destination, it's about the journey getting there. And we get a delightful little tune with very delightful animations as we get to that inevitable point. Wait, is that a reference to My Little Pony the movie? What's Capper doing there?
Doesn't matter. The Celestia and Luna duo are having the time of their lives, with a good musical accompaniment. I do have to say I do like the tune, but again, it doesn't feel the same energy as a song previously sang. But that's just comparing songs at this point. This one's okay for what it is. Just singing about how much they enjoy being sisters, as well as enjoying their vacation. But you can tell over time that both of them are really starting to get either tired or annoyed over what the other wants to do. Where Luna can't keep up with Celestia's antics, while Celestia just can't seem to get into the spirit of what Luna enjoys.
Wait, is that a reference to Wicked there?
Don't pay it any mind. And from going over a barrel in a waterfall, swimming with sharks, and completely abusing their power with the Wonderbolts there. Seriously, what the hell, Celestia? Luna is pooped.
Oh, your key blast just got bitch slapped!
Okay, but just so you know, I'm only using one of my gems. Of 4. I can go completely all out whenever I want to.
then by all means, go all out. I want a challenge.
Essa, are you planning on joining in at any moment?
What a lovely day.
Damn it, Essa, you have one job! Just one! Well, we cut back to the main 6, where we get a surprise visit from Fancy Pants, who's in charge of the committee in charge of organizing the Swan Festival. But Twilight for some reason turns down his help. Why? I don't understand this decision. This doesn't seem like a real big Twilight move here. I know she's a bit of a OCD about making sure things are perfect, but wouldn't more help actually benefit? Yeah, I don't really think that this falls in line with Twilight's personality. But I guess she just really wants to be like the princesses. And she thinks that the princesses are in charge of everything, regardless of how nonsensical of a reason it is. And considering how much they have to do, you can immediately see the regret in Twilight's face for taking on such a role.
Well, we cut back to the princesses as clear signs of fatigue on both sides of the other's antics begins to show, as Celestia just keeps pushing herself further and further on the extreme end, which makes Luna clearly uncomfortable. But I would totally buy that mug. But Princess Luna also does very trivial things, like getting mail delivered, which of course is an eye roll for Celestia. And both of them just keep pushing themselves to the further opposite of the other's extremes, although Celestia is rocking that emo look. But again, that doesn't stop the fact that they just don't seem to enjoy these others' particular taste, to the point where it's clear they're gonna get into a big row later.
You know, this episode's pretty fast-paced, all things considered.
That's because what they essentially did is combine 2 episodes into 1.
Yeah, I think they should split it up, but have the 2 episodes running simultaneously of each other. You know, like what they did for Just for Sidekicks.
Which begs the question, why didn't they do that? Well, we cut back to Twilight and the gang, who are completely out of control. They have absolutely nothing well at hoof. And even with the party preparations, there's still a bunch of other things in Canterlot that aren't getting done. And Twilight just can't seem to get a good grasp on the situation. But even with all of this, Fancy Pants doesn't lift a hoof to help. Mostly because Twilight doesn't want his help. And, well, I gotta admit, Fancy Pants is being kind of a douche.
Well, we finally cut back to the Royal Sisters, who are finally at their breaking point. Both of them are completely fed up with the other's antics, and both of them think the other ruined their vacation. So they have a big argument about it, about how neither of them can be pleased by the other. But then it goes up a notch, with them saying and doing things that really can't be taken back. I mean, this is My Little Pony, and they say some pretty dark and mean shit to each other. I'm actually not really comfortable with saying it aloud on the channel. Well, all things considered, they just decide to separate and leave the other to their vacation.
Hey, Vegeta! You wanna use that attack?
You know what? It's an oldie but a goldie.
Wait, what's he talking about?
Hey, Vegeta! What does the scouter say?
Oh no, they can't be serious.
About his power level.
Oh god, that meme is so old!
It's over 9,000!
That was the stupidest attack ever.
Well, we finally reached the end point of Twilight and the gang, as they're completely overworked and completely out of hand with everything that's going on. And Fancy Pants is just sitting there sipping tea and reading the newspaper. And then he finally cuts them a break and tells them that the princesses don't actually do any of this. They delegate others to do the work for them. So that's what Twilight and the others decide to do. They go up to random ponies, tell them what they need and what to do, and then they go do it. I think Pinkie Pie wins the award for best effort though. And they see everything's finally going their way. And Twilight has finally learned her lesson, and I think Fancy Pants knows it.
We also cut back to Celestia and Luna, who seem to be enjoying themselves without the other. But that's pretty short-lived, as both of them start to realize that they really do need the other, as Celestia could have warned her about sunburns, and Celestia can't seem to read a map, and is also surprisingly afraid of chickens.
Well, that was random.
Is this why we don't see Cockles anymore? I mean, when was the last time he was actually in an episode? Well, surprisingly, both of them just happened to be going to the exact same place at the exact same time, but both of them for different reasons. Luna wanted to watch the sunrise, and Celestia wanted to watch the sunset. Seeing as they were going to the same place, they decided to go awkwardly together. So they managed to make it up the cliff, where they see a very beautiful sight. The land of Equestria, all theirs. And they sort of have a making up party, as they both apologize to the other and realize just how much they need the other in their lives. And then they get to see the sun and the moon rise. Sort of. Actually, they go a little wonky. Yep, turns out Twilight's having trouble with the amulet. Very much Twilighting at this point. So they rush back to Canterlot in order to try to help the poor princess out. And that was between dark and dawn. I have to say, this could have been a good two-parter episode, but makes kind of an average regular episode. We would like to point out that, again, this would have been a great side-by-side story taking place over 2 episodes. It should have been that. But alas, we have to look at what we got, rather than what could have been.
And I really did enjoy this episode. A lot of good animation, and a lot of good visual backgrounds. Even though the story was simple, it's often simple stories that have the best impact.
I always adore Celestia and Luna's more sisterly relationship than the perfect princess relationship. I can guarantee you that.
And in episodes like this, we could actually feel like they're sisters.
This episode was also filled with a lot of really cutesy moments.
But regardless, if I had to give this one a grade, I guess it would be a B+. I'm being very generous. So with that being said, we're the Cartoon Gentlemen, the organizers of chaos as Vintage Kings, and we'll see you next time.
Ah, my back! Careful, I only have one of those!
You know, I realize this is what I needed. Not a trip to get away from the house, but rather someone to hurt. Someone really desperate and pathetic.
But we're still going to Disneyland, right, Vegeta? I want to ride the Pirates of the Caribbean.
No, I can't go out like this, going up against an overpowered midget and a giant meathead idiot. If I just had more power, if I just could find the element of laughter, I could... Wait, I wonder...
Oh, hey, Vegeta! Looks like it's my turn. I'm going to play.
No, you're going to pay!
What an idiot!
I don't believe it! This overgrown monkey is the element of laughter!
This is a rather interesting turn of events. Looks like the elements aren't exclusive to ponies.
Now I only need one more.
Yeah, it's a shame I won't give you the chance.
What?
Nope, not going through another perfect cell.
Well, that's too bad, Princey. Because even if you're a prince, where I'm from, again, I'm the queen.
No, Vegeta! What did he do?
One of the element's powers is to turn the beings into stone. I just simply got his rocks off.
I get it.
Shut up, Nappa.
What happened? What's all the fuss about?
Oh no! That's right, gents. I have 5 of the 6 elements of harmony. I'm almost ready to fulfill my ultimate plan.
What even is your ultimate plan?
That's for me to know and for you to never find out. You know, you're really breaking a lot of really good supervillain tropes by not telling us your plan. I don't care. I have 5 of the elements of harmony, and now I can do whatever I want.
You still need a 6th to make the MacGuffin.
True, but 5 is still plenty powerful. But now that I think about it, I wonder what happens if I use all 5 at the same time. Let's find out together!
Oh shit, he's gonna do a snap!
Everyone hit the deck!
Is everybody okay?
Did anybody get dusted?
I don't think so. But now that I see this, I really wish I had. What's going on? Oh my god! Neither God nor Satan is here. Only me, your new lord.